Hello, one and all, and welcome back to the reserve list. Say hello, reserve list.
Yo.
Hello, reserve list.
Tombar in the house.
Tombar in the house. Brilliant stuff. We have to do a little bit of a special recap this time around because for the audience, this will be, episode 22 or something? But for us, an entire session has passed that they will not get to see because I foolishly deleted the video, the footage of that episode. Boo me.
No mistake I would make.
Silly mistake. While I was swapping computers for my new computer, there are plenty of redundancies in place now, so this will never happen again. However, things being the way they are, let us do a brief recap of what happened previously, and then we'll do a little recap of what happened previously, and everybody can chip in and join in with all of the cool, badass stuff that you did, because we did combat. It was awesome. But before that, these guys did like a full week of activities, became very, very popular in town. Their names are becoming something of a household discussion around not just Menacille, but around the whole country. And then we're given the task by the general, Sr. Islanez, to go investigate Edgar Goliath because he brought something across the border without her knowing what it was. Also, Tombar got a silver sword of some strange description from Pointy Black Sails. Silver with a very mysterious origin. They started their investigation by going to the House of Skullduggery, I believe it's called. Met a man named Aldous Otto, who helps to smuggle things between different districts of the city, who gave them quite a bit of information. They know they're after something that was very terrifying. They're not quite sure what it is. They then went to the library and through a bunch of research done by Monsieur Gnurgle, discovered that Edgar Goliath was actually born Edgar Guresh, part of the Guresh family. Joining you in the library, this is last time, we were joined by a new player. Say hello, Joe.
Hello, Joe.
Playing Ursan Lonbaerd. Ursan introduced himself to the party along with his animal companion, giant badger named Bodger. Just brilliant. And told him he's got a bead on some blink dogs that were stolen from the Nuxwood, kidnapped from the Nuxwood by some of these Aruhani people with the iron masks. Following Bodger's nose and Gwen's tracking abilities, they made their way onto what is the battle map to a warehouse. Very skillfully snuck up to the warehouse, hearing the commotion. Not commotion, hearing the sounds of speaking voices inside. Gnurgle became a gaseous form and saw that inside were Harath and Guresh, who they recognized, as well as another woman named Harala, who were talking over this crate, this mysterious crate, which did ping indistinctly with some sort of divine sensibility. I can't quite recall what that was.
Was me and my primeval awareness of my favored enemy. That's what it was. Vaguely Fey.
Vaguely Fey.
My new band name.
Vaguely Fey.
Branching off.
Writing that down. It's when she goes solo.
Yeah. It's appropriate.
Absolutely. And then you guys snuck around the back, broke in, and initiated combat with a surprise round, which is brutally effective. Do you guys want to run through and each say a cool thing that you did during combat going around?
What did I do during combat? I used some magic, right?
Yeah, you used some magic.
Sorry, not to. Yeah, just
No. Yeah, Tombar was very cool. Came in and did some magic. I believe he killed someone.
yeah.
Yeah.
Did I toll the dead?
Yeah, you told the dead.
Sweet.
Yeah.
Never mind. Yeah, sorry, but I didn't know that.
No.
I obliterated someone by whipping their eyes out their head.
Oh yeah.
Oh, that was good.
Oh.
Yeah.
Whipping of the
Yeah.
eyes.
Oh. Yeah, brutal. Absolutely brutal.
I got a nice first round surprise round in as a gloom. Anyone who's played a gloom stalker will know you can get pretty good damage in, and a little bit of extra action. That was fun. And I did non-lethal damage and took out Harathan in that surprise round.
100%.
Isabyn sliced the back of somebody's legs behind the knees.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah. I think Isabyn just instantly killed someone at the very first
Yeah, she
round.
did.
Just
She did.
brutal sneak
I
attack.
feel like
damage.
you're using Isabyn. I feel like you're using Isabyn to enact the slightly darker
Me?
side of your
Me?
psyche.
No, not in a million years. No.
There's
I think Gnurgle did some pretty badass covert shit, like turning into a fart and then like gaseous form, seeing like, oh shit, like this shit's going down, and then I see that there's a back door, and I'm like fuck, get around the back in it, and then I cast an unseen servant to open up the back door from the inside, and that just let everybody in to do all this damage, and Gnurgle's just sitting back, laughing, and then chucking a shatter in every so often and laughing.
Absolutely.
And Ursan was here just to save some little puppies, and he used pass without trace so that everyone kind of sneak in, get that surprise attack on the people in the warehouse, and took out a guy himself with a few bow shots to the face.
Absolutely. Yes. Then what happened was Harala. There were many fists. There were many people in this warehouse. Lots and lots of death was dealt. But a couple of them used. There are these puppies who are in these little cages with blindfolds over their eyes, and these guys incant over these cages. They say the words, "Badoo-badoo, my eyes are your eyes. My sight reaches far." And they use the Blink Dog puppy powers to teleport themselves. And they teleported themselves out onto the rooftop of the building outside this corner window. Gwen is currently saved, or Gwen and Tombar respectively have currently saved 2 of the puppies. There are still 3 in the custody of these guys. They managed to get out with the body of Harathan and this crate, which... and then, of course, 2 of these Sun Soul monks appeared. These guys with the usual iron masks, but with an extra hole in the forehead with a red eye tattooed on there. These guys are martial artists. They are very strong. They weaponize their ki to shoot explosive lasers into this building, knocking down Bodger and Isabyn. That... Thankfully, it's the last time they can use that ability. They also knocked down Harala, who then was brutally executed. Who was it? Gnurgle executed her? Yeah. Yeah. Her corpse is not represented on the map because it is currently just smoldering, burning on the ground, where he shot it with fire. Harathan was healed, just a couple of hit points. He rose. Gwen did thorny. What is it? What's the ability?
Before he got up, I cast Spike Growth on the area. So none of those guys can move without taking damage.
Yes, none of those guys can move without taking damage. And then Harathan was healed. He got up, put his hand on the crate. The wood fell away, and was revealed to be a cauldron inside. A black cauldron with glowing runes on the sides, and these ectoplasmic wisps coming from within, which reached out towards Lydiana. Lydiana, all of your friends, all of your enemies, everything was wiped away, and you were once more in the realm of nightmare, this black, gloomy aesthetic to the world. And you turned, just behind you was the gray-scaled version of yourself reaching out a hand. And that is where we're picking up now. Lydiana, this version of you, this specter, this being who chooses to take your form, whatever it is, reaches toward you. And you are knocked aside just in time. Sally is here, the little halfling girl with her big knife.
Knifey Sally.
And I can see them both, sorry, or is it just Sally?
You can see them both.
Okay, so she's kind of, stumbling around on the floor, and she just kind of quivers, shouts out, "Who are you guys?"
There is no response from the being who looks like you. It just has its hand out towards you and just follows your movements if you move across the room in any way. Sally is sort of a little bit out of breath. She goes, I'm here to help. I'm here to help. Lydiana, I've been so worried. I haven't been able to find you for like a week. What's happened?
Who are you?
My name is Sally. I'm like you. I've dealt with exactly what you're dealing with. I experience the same fear that you experience. I'm here to help.
How can you help?
She takes her big knife out, flips it, takes it by the point, and offers it to you. There's one way to beat her.
But she's me.
Roll an insight check, if you'd be so kind.
Okay. 13.
13. Yeah. 13, I'm going to say 13 doesn't give you any additional information about insight into what's going on here. But Sally shakes her head. She's not you. She's your fear. She's the reason that you live your life scared, looking over your shoulder, afraid of the dark. If you defeat her in this place, you can master that fear. You can turn it into a tool, into a weapon. And then others will be afraid, not you.
So can you see her too?
Yeah.
Pretty scary, huh?
Yeah.
So she kind of reaches out her hand. Her eyes are kind of, eyebrows are raised at that concept, and is slightly less scared, but kind of more nervous, definitely more nervous. So she reaches out and tries to take the blade.
You take this blade. It feels well balanced, and the weight of it is oddly grounding and reassuring in this slightly disconnected space. She says, defeat your fear and banish it away from you, and you don't have to be afraid anymore. This is how it was taught to me. This is how I can teach it to you. You're going to be okay.
She gets some courage kind of from nowhere, just kind of pushes herself up and kind of shakes her head as if in disbelief. Doesn't quite believe what's going on, but needs to get rid of this fear and this headaches, and just launches herself at this entity that looks at her.
This entity makes no attempt to move as you lunge for it, and the knife enters her chest. There's a moment where her eyes meet yours, and then her form fades away from the tip of the knife and swirls and becomes mist, and you see a gate back to the mortal realm open up. Sally looks at you. I knew you were strong. I knew it. I knew you could do it. Yeah, sorry. Go ahead.
No, she's still petrified, still scared of that portal, and doesn't believe her.
Sally nods, kind of smiles. I understand better than you know. Let me show you. I have to test this out anyway, for the sake of my master. And she goes over the portal. As she nears this portal, you see something you didn't see before. From sort of like her belly button, there is this gossamer thin silver thread that leads back the way she came and out into the distance. And she approaches the portal and says, I'll go through first. I'll see you on the other side. And she steps through into the waking world.
Lydiana kind of looks around and is just completely alone for as far as she can see, just kind of quivering with this blade in her hand. And she kind of looks down and realizes that she's been so kind of anxious that she's been squeezing this blade between her hands, and her hands are kind of dripping with blood through the blade that was kind of on the floor. She gets kind of scared of that and realizes what she's doing to herself, and just kind of shuts her eyes and launches herself forward.
Launch yourself forward. Lydiana, you are back in your body. From the perspective of everyone else, what happened was this cauldron reached out toward Lydiana. This energy wrapped around her. There was a moment where time stood still, and then a gray mist envelops the room and spreads out across the entire area. You see a portal open up. Sally steps through, and then Lydiana's eyes regain their focus. The mist originates from Lydiana, and this portal remains open. And then from the mist, the smoke all around. Half-formed specters begin to form in the spaces around you all. These beings only look at best semi-corporeal. Most of them are incomplete. Some of them only form partially and then fade back into the mist and then reform again. Sometimes they're different faces. They are different. They're in different locations. There seems to be a randomness to this ability as these ghosts just populate this area.
Sweet.
I have a question.
Yeah.
The manifestation of these ghosts, does it remind Gwen of anything she's seen in Thorogrove of manifestations through the dreaming?
100%.
Okay. Yeah. Oh, this is bad. This is not good, folks.
Lydiana, you stand and all these ghosts and things are forming around you. There is a sense in Lydiana, there is a quiet knowledge that you are completely safe. With that said, let us resume combat. Fun times. So I believe we were on Harathan's turn that happened. So we're going to go back up. Fist number 1 is going to take their turn seeing all these ghosts. These guys are going to coordinate. Harathan says something indistinct to these guys. How much damage do they take for moving 5 feet?
That was the last thing I was thinking about.
Shit, they're everywhere.
2d4 piercing
zoomed out
damage
from
for
the
every 5 feet it travels.
Could you go ahead
And
and
it's
roll
difficult terrain.
me? Yeah, could you go ahead and roll me 2d4, please?
My fucking spike growth gonna... No, Harathan already went, so he's not moving. That's 7 points of piercing damage.
That's a lot of damage.
It
yeah.
is.
This guy was looking okay. He starts like moving this undergrowth, and his legs just get shredded up, and he starts bleeding really badly. Cries out in pain. These 3 guys chant over this puppy, and they are going to move. How far can they move? They're going to move over there. So, boom, buff, biff, and they fully just bamf right up. These guys are supposed to be right there. Forgive me. Taking a moment. No, fist 1 is right there. Fist 3.
Where have you moved to now? Because you're still in the...
Fist 3 is also gonna bamf with Harathan. So those guys have fully just bamfed right out. Next is gonna be the Sun Soul's turns. These guys' hands like glow. I hate to reference it, but like iron fists. And they shoot like punch light out of their hands into these guards. I'm just gonna do a quick check to see how much damage they're doing to these guys. Guard number 3 goes. Guard number 3 is down. Guard number 2 is looking injured, but he's still up. That's it for the Sun Soul's turns. We are at Ursan. Bodger is down. Isabyn is down but stable. And there are these ghosts all around.
Right.
And they're not friendly.
Well, we don't know yet, do we? Well,
Oh,
can I? I'm gonna try and just fire a quick arrow at the. That's probably a bad idea. Might as well test it. Fire an arrow at one of the this ghosts that's beneath me. It's kind of just below Bodger.
Yes. They have not snapped to grid as much as I would like them to do, but I'll just yes.
So he's there. Cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm just gonna try and I'll just try and hit him with a short sword because I've got 2 of them.
Absolutely, roll an attack.
What's 16?
16, you very easily connect with your weapon, and this ghost just dissipates back into the fog.
Cool. And then, am I stood by a window?
Sure. I don't see why not. Go ahead.
Cool. I'm gonna go for a bow shot at this sun soul that's above me through the window.
Yeah.
Because I get an extra attack as a guy. Yeah, let's go for it. Ooh, that is a 23. No, 22.
I mean, that is going to hit.
Cool. Whether it's going to do much, it's not going to. 3 damage.
3 damage. Sun Soul uses reaction, catches your arrow. This is a classic monk thing to be able to do. Reduces the damage to 0 hit points, expends a key point, and attempts to throw that arrow back at you. Let's make an attack roll. That's going to be a 19 to hit.
Yeah, it hits.
Cool. So that's going to be... It's going to be 3 points of damage.
Oof.
Monks.
Not the worst, not the best. Yeah.
Yeah. Anything else for Ursan's turn?
No.
Then I would like you to please to roll me a death saving throw for Bodja.
9.
That is 1 failure for Bodja.
Does he have 3 like a normal person?
He's got 3 like a normal person.
except he's a badger.
Except he's a badger.
Do we have anybody with healing?
We got Gwen.
I mean, people can stabilize the badger.
Oh, I didn't
But-
realize that.
I do have heals.
Mm.
I'd like to get Isabyn up first,
Of course.
And
but
Isabyn would like
I
that.
can heal the badger. Yes, I was planning on doing it at some point, so it will be done.
Tombar, that is your turn.
Sweet. Okay, so I'm right here. There's ghosts everywhere. Am I correct in making the assumption that using a sword on ghosts is not going to work?
You saw Ursan slice through one and it disappeared, but they're constantly forming and disappearing, so it's not clear whether that helped.
But are they attacking us in any way, or are they just there?
They're not currently attacking you.
Not currently.
They're not currently attacking you is the answer to that question.
So they're moving around and swishing and swirling.
Yeah.
My urge, then, if they're not immediately attacking, is to vacate the premises in case they do get attacky, because there are no bad guys in the building at the moment,
That's correct.
and there's more ghosts outside than there is inside. So But then again, you wouldn't put them there if you just like, as a DM, and we were like, yeah, let's introduce some ghosts and just have them chill.
You are learning to metagame, and it's awesome.
It's like they wouldn't just be there as like as a set piece unless you weren't going to do something freaky with them. So I'm staying where I am, and I'm going to. Can one successfully chromatic orb one of these bad boys and see what happens?
One of the ghosts?
Yeah. Oh wait. Actually, wait. What's my shield? I've got a protective shield.
You do have a shield. So basically, the way the shield works is, if you're going to be hit by an attack, you can shield, and your AC goes up by 5.
Right.
Your AC should be at 14 or 15 at the moment. I think it's 15.
Yeah. We'll go for the higher number. That sounds right.
Yeah. So you can make your AC 20 for a round.
So you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to position myself. Can I just stroll over? I'm going to position myself here. Can I put a shield over my friends?
It's creative and cool. It's creative and cool. Roll me an Arcana check to bend the magic that you're trying to use in this way.
Okay. I got a 10.
You got a 10. So the shield is only going to be personal to you.
Okay. It's only going to be personal. Sorry. Right. And Sally's cool. Sally's just turned up, but she's not a threat, right?
You've never met this person. You've never seen them before in your life.
Okay, so I'm positioning myself somewhere here, but I'm not going to do any moves. But I'm going to put myself here. What this yellow thing? That's a
straight portal.
Sweet. I'll pop down.
Whee!
Okay, I'm just going to put myself in between Sally and so that I can kind of strategically position myself, but I'm not going to do any moves yet.
Got it. 100%. Great. Tombar, that is you. Lydiana, that is your turn. You feel completely safe.
Is the cauldron still in the room?
The cauldron was on the opposite red rooftop and then got teleported over to the rooftop a little bit further up north from where you are.
Ah, yes, I can see it. Sorry. Yeah. And forgive me, what are they round the cauldron again?
Those are 2 of these Aruhani soldiers. 3 of those Aruhani soldiers with iron masks and blink dogs in cages, as well as Harathan.
Okay. So how's Lydiana feeling about these ghosts in here? Does she feel threatened?
One more time. Roll me insight with advantage, because it's yourself.
Yeah. Not too good. 10.
10.
She's still got the portal sickness.
Yeah, it's like, I think there's just a level of there's a feeling of almost numbness. It's like you don't feel afraid, and all of these images swirling around you, like you should do, but there's a strange detachment, I think, that Lydiana feels.
Okay. Well, she kind of looks around at everyone, and she's got this kind of weird confidence, almost as if I don't know, it's a different look in her eye completely. She used to limp and kind of drag her feet a bit, but she's kind of got a spring in her step a bit, and she kind of casts false life on herself, which she can do at will. And then she kind of just quite confidently, but just kind of walks towards the door. And she's just going to walk and not look back. She's going to step out to about here.
Yeah, you step forward. Those doors were barred. You just lift that bar right off, open the doors, step out. Those guards are in the middle of exchanging crossbow fire with the sun souls, like punching light. I don't want to. In this sort of like confidence, detached place, does Lydiana still, again, like you don't feel like you are in any danger? Do you still feel that the Sun Souls, that the Iron Masked people, do you still feel animosity towards them?
She's very much still confused about that. That's why she didn't feel threatened by those ghosts, but she still feels as if she had some sort of purpose before this this kind of ordeal. And like I said, the portal sickness is definitely a thing. She's still a bit kind of fatigued by it, but she felt as if she's there for a reason, although she's kind of confused. But those kind of specters in the room, she felt at one with them almost, and that's why she's kind of confidently stepping out to kind of do the duty that was there before, but kind of feels like she's got more friends than she did before in the room.
Indeed. Okay, Lydiana steps out. Sally, you see Tombar, in her empty hand, Sally, a big knife appears in her hand.
All right.
She smiles at you, flips it the other way so that it's not pointing at you, and goes past you through the open door, and joins Lydiana. She's just going to say, it worked. Can you feel this? And she's going to like touch Lydiana's arm. You can feel this, right?
Yeah.
Okay, good. I'm going to do one more test just to be sure. She points at Sun Soul number 2. You see her begin a jump, disappear, reappear in front of him, stab him down through his skull, and he dies.
Sweet.
Fully dead.
She's a bit scary.
Isabyn's jealous.
I'm so dead at the moment. It's not fair.
Sally turns around to Lydiana, wipes the blood off of her knife, and then just gives a big like thumbs up.
She winks at her.
She gives a little laugh. Isabyn, you are down, but you are stable. Well, okay. Gwen, that is your turn.
Gwen is looking around and seeing if other people are reacting to the portal in the same way that she is. And when they're not reacting with horrible, terrible fear, she figures, okay, it's probably not like it was back when like Brandon did that, where it's just manifesting the fears. It's an actual freaking portal. And and the ghosts have shown up, and this is not good. There is a rip here. And she sees Lydiana just walk out, and then Sally go past, and she just looks out the window and she screams at them. She's, "What are you doing? Why are you doing this? Fix it!" And then she'll look around, turn back at her friends, and she'll run over to Isabyn and cast Cure Wounds on her. So that's going to be D8 plus something. 2.
So Isabyn, you're back up with 10 hit points.
No, it's a D8, not an 8. You're back up with 5 hit points.
I'm back, baby.
I forgot
And
to
I'm
say
pretty sure-
I got +6 on my false life, so I was pretty down before all of that.
Got it. So yes, Isabyn comes back up. I'll be nice, and I'll say that Isabyn, you can go. You can take your turn for this round, because
That's exciting.
yeah, let's make this good.
So
I'm so sorry, Gwen. Did you have anything else for your turn?
I'm pretty sure I don't have any bonus actions. Let me just double check that. Not anything I can, no, I can't cast 2 spells in one. Never mind. And I don't think I can see the people. I don't have anything I can do, but can I use essentially my bonus action and my movement to help Isabyn get up so that she doesn't have to use her movement to stand?
Sure, that sounds reasonable. Yep,
thank
yep.
And
you.
No problem. And then I'll go back to the puppies and by the
Aw.
window.
Yes, you go back to the puppies. Isabyn.
Hi. So there's nobody really near me apart from ghosts.
Yeah,
Is that right?
that's correct.
So I'm not quite sure what I should do. Because I don't have any sort of magical abilities to do anything.
They're your
Um,
friends.
Pardon?
They're your friends.
That's so creepy.
They're so not
We
friends.
can't see you.
Especially as we
was-
can't see you, that really scares
Where'd
me.
that
I was
voice
like,
come
where is that
from?
voice coming from?
They will totally
ahead.
fuck us up. I'm telling you.
I will say Gwen is looking around at these things. Doesn't like that they're here.
For sure.
Just that's something you can very obviously see in Gwen right now. But she's distressed about a lot of things right now.
So I've got as bonus, I think they're called bonus actions.
Yes.
I can direct, I've got Commander's Strike. So I can direct somebody else to, can I do that?
Yeah, for sure.
Their reaction, very good.
So, ergo, just looking at who's near what, could I get maybe Lydiana to attack a guard or something like that because she's near a couple?
The guards are on your side.
Oh right, oh yeah, cool.
But you could get Lydia.
Just for shits and gigs.
Honestly,
Practice.
sorry, it's been a long week, guys.
It's all good.
I have spells that could reach them probably from the roof if they're in eyesight. I don't know, Josh, if they are.
I think probably fist 3 you could see, but the rest of them probably not from just the way
Yeah,
the
'cause
roof goes.
The roof goes down, yeah.
Yeah.
So could I give that to Lydiana and then Lydiana try and strike fist 3? Could I do that? Or is that not a feasible thing to do?
Absolutely. Yeah.
If Lydiana is happy for that, then I would like to do that then, please.
Okay, forgive me. What does it do? Just gives me.
I think it gives
one
you
attack.
an action. Yeah. So I
Yeah.
sort of forgo my own, and I give you the ability to strike.
Okay, so she
They must
casts...
be They must be within earshot, friendly and within earshot.
Yes, that makes
I
sense.
think, didn't we pick up on this in a game recently, Josh, where I think you can only make a weapon attack with Commander Strike?
I reckon that is true.
Okay.
So it would have to be a ranged.
weapon.
Because I very naughtily used it in a game a couple of weeks ago, thinking it would be for like low level sort of like damage spells as well, and it's not. It can only be for like a weapon attack.
Creature may immediately use its reaction to make one weapon attack,
Okay.
adding the
Okay.
superiority die to the attack's damage roll. Yeah.
How
But
many
what-
squares can we move?
You can move 6 squares.
You could.
Can you reach
Ursan
someone, Gnurgle?
has got some ranged weapons. He could have a crack at that
Sun Soul.
that monk.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but then he's just gonna throw him back at me, isn't he?
Guard 2 looks pretty messed up. He manages just to cock his crossbow and offers it to Lydiana and is like, "Hey, if you want to take over, miss, you
Nice.
wanna...
The nicest DM in the country. Like,
Your friend's really scary, but she's really like, I kind of think I owe her my life, maybe. So yeah, you want a crossbow?
Okay. I don't have all this set up. So shall I just do it as if I'm using my whip here?
You're going to you're going to add your one question. Do you have proficiency in ranged weapons?
Martial weapons.
Martial weapons?
Yeah, martial and simple, yeah.
Glorious. Then you're going to add your proficiency and your strength or dexterity to the weapon attack with the crossbow. And then
Okay.
yeah.
So that's 12 plus 3 for proficiency, 15 plus did you say dex or strength?
Strength? Yeah, either or.
Strength, okay. So that is 17.
17 was going to hit. Go ahead and roll damage, adding a d8 from Isabyn, giving you Commander Strike. So it's going to be a d6 plus a d8 plus your dexterity or strength, whichever you used.
Okay, so 6 plus d8. So that is a total of 9.
9 points. Let's very quickly make sure that we're being consistent with what these guys can do. Plus your dexterity mod. Interesting. Yeah, this guy catches the bolt, but just slows it. Does not throw it back at you. Doesn't take a lot of damage, but used his reaction to catch the bolt.
Was this the Sun Soul monk or the fist?
Oh,
three?
That's a good question. Are you attacking the Sun Soul or the Fist 3?
I was doing the fist 3, wasn't I?
Oh, well, in that case, yeah. Sorry, how much damage did you do?
It was 9, I think.
Not. Oh, yeah. Good. Never mind. Ignore me. Yeah, that guy gets a crossbow bolt in the back and looks
Woo!
hurt.
Teamwork makes the dream work.
Woo!
oh, excellent use of office like language there.
It's all about blue sky thinking, guys. That's what
Oh,
it's all about.
That physically hurt me.
Blue guy thinking.
1d8 of damage.
All we need now is
Feel
a thought shower.
betrayed.
We just need a good thought shower, guys. That's what we need. We'll be sorted. I'll
Good
stop.
lord.
Oh no, I've never worked in an office, and even this makes me feel like I have.
I haven't officially worked in an office. I just have worked in places that use that, and also both my parents are actors, so I office is like it's like the opposite of a favored terrain. It's not gonna happen. Don't know how to do that. No, thank you.
Gnurgle, that is you.
So I'm in agreement that I think that these specters are a non-threat, and I think they may even be an illusion, but I'm not going to gamble on that.
You can make an Arcana check if you'd like to try to suss that out.
Oh, thank you, sir. Okay, just quick Arcana. 15.
15. You recall something that Madame Mad said to you when you went and talked to her, that there is a correspondence and a relationship between illusion magic and the dreaming. So you can't tell whether this is illusion magic or something else, but there's a correspondence between those two things. So it's a little tricky.
Cool.
Yeah.
Like, otherwise I don't feel that threatened by it, to be honest. So that's awesome. Thanks for the insight. I am going to cast Dispel Magic, and I'm in two minds. I would like to cast it on the cauldron.
Okay.
And cast it on this cauldron, I will cast it at the portal.
What is the range of Dispel Magic?
120 feet.
Ooh.
That's pretty good. Do you need line of sight? That's the question.
Nicht.
Wow. Is the cauldron within range?
Within range.
Oh,
That looks within 120 feet for sure.
It's within 60 feet even.
Yeah.
Very, very cool.
Blast that mofo.
Interesting for me. Go ahead and roll for Dispel Magic.
We've got to see if this pays off first, don't we? Or else it's...
So this is an ability check using your spellcasting ability modifier.
yeah, 25.
You rolled the nat 20?
Yeah, but... No,
So it's just plus your intelligence modifier, not...
so hold on, that would be
Arcana.
18.
18. You cast this very powerful Dispel Magic on this cauldron. The ghosts briefly flicker, but the spell remains in place. Does not take hold. One below the DC.
Ninth level spell?
One below the DC.
Wait, hold on a minute. So it would be a D20
Yes.
plus the intelligence modifier, wouldn't it?
Plus your intelligence modifier, yeah.
Not save and throw. Hold on.
Yeah.
5, 17. That'd be 22.
What did you roll, and what is your modifier?
17. I rolled a 17. And then it's plus 5.
Holy
My
crap. Holy crap.
You just dispelled a 9th level spell, I think. At what level are we at? 5th level?
Yeah.
Oh boy.
That's smexy. This
Yeah.
cauldron powers down. Lydiana, the cauldron powers down. Boy. Okay. Let's commit. The fog goes away.
Wow.
Let's just fully commit to that. The fog goes, and the ghosts are beginning to be drawn back towards this portal. That one just fully pulled right in there. Pulled right in. Boom, boom. Sally is also pulled toward the portal. Lydiana, you do not feel safe anymore as this magic is dispelled. You guys hear from these phantoms. You just hear this moaning. You hear people whose voices have long since broken, trying to call out against this, trying to call out in pain, trying to call out to not let this happen to them, and just this moan comes out instead.
Would Sally have taken? I'm assuming that the ghosties aren't taking piercing damage from my freaking spike growth, but would Sally have taken damage? She's moved.
Yes. Sally will take just the 5 foot, just because of the ambiguity of that square.
It's 4 points of piercing damage.
4 points of piercing damage to Sally. Yeah, looks like she takes that damage. It looks like she gets scratched and hurt. And people start to get drawn towards the portal. Holy crap, Gnurgle!
Sorry about that. I rolled with my saving throw to start with, and then I panicked, and then just was like, "Oh yeah!" Like I read off my roll, but yeah, with a +5, it was 22 with a 17 roll. So sorry about the hiccup there.
No, it worked out really well.
And then I just stand there and laugh maniacally as I see the world crumbling around me. Actual world.
Very, very fun.
Are we doing cantrips?
No.
Good.
Wait.
Did we do it last time?
We may have been doing it last time. I think I'm pulling the plug on that. I think I'm just going to pull the plug and just say no more cantrips as bonus actions.
Superb.
Yep. So we will make that a thing. Okay. It is Harathan's turn. I have been thrown for a loop because I did not expect that. And there's a ninth level very powerful magical artifact in play, and I just didn't expect it to turn off. So here's what we're gonna do.
Take a 5-minute break.
We're gonna take a 5-minute break while I figure this out. No.
Sweet.
Harathan is bloody and he's got arrow shafts still in him. He's looking really badly hurt. And he's just over on this roof. He's gonna come just to the edge of this roof here, and he looks and he sees the cauldron go out, and he sees Gnurgle laughing maniacally and all these ghosts going back into the thing. He takes off his mask, holds it by his side. He takes a knee, holds his mask in front of him. Harathan's going to take a turn to pray. He's going to say, Lord Bane, who teaches mastery over all, hear my prayer. I am filled with an anger which overmasters me, and the shame of my past failures. I face such failure by the hands of the same enemies again today. O King above all kings, I humbly ask that you give me the strength to better serve you, that I may correct my failings and be a greater vassal to you and of your glorious will. And as he holds this mask, there is a coalescing of divine energy around him as he says this prayer. He stands. For I am your humble servant, and I work ever toward your ultimate victory for which you have tasked my people. For the victory of Aruhan. And he puts the mask back on his face. His body heals. Power surges back into him. Briefly, this mask does not look like it is made of iron, but almost that it is hiding a stern face behind a sheen of light itself. He's going to reach back toward this cauldron. And reignite the magic of the cauldron. Once again,
Boo.
that's a one-time thing. But you've already called me the nicest DM in the universe, and you can't take it back. You cannot do it. I accidentally got rid of the green thing. Whoop.
One of my big spell slots, you ass.
One of your
Hold
big
on.
spell slots.
Go.
Harathan stands having gained newfound power through his faith and through his conviction to better master himself and better himself in the face of overwhelming defeat against you guys again. A spirit manifests itself behind him as these spirits are no longer being drawn towards the cauldron, more appear on the map. And you see the half-formed spirit of his sister, Harala, behind him. And he just says, I'm going to avenge you, sister. Harathan has reignited the cauldron. That ends the round, start of the round. Cauldron's gonna, it's not actively doing this, but the ghosts are gonna get to do things. Can I get everybody to make a charisma saving throw? If you would be so kind. Julian,
was
this is
scared
just
for
gonna
a
be a straight D20 roll.
Sweet.
And the fog's up, right?
Fog is
Oh,
around,
yeah.
you are safe, the ghosts are here.
It's not
Do I
fair.
get
and well for
advantage?
me.
Oh, you don't have to make the saving throw. That's my bad.
Oh, right. Okay, good. That's good.
This is going to go horribly wrong. It is like
Mine's
my-
already gone wrong.
Is this a charm effect?
This you get if you have advantage against charm, then you get advantage on this. That's what I will rule because it's a slightly homebrewed version of a thing.
Thank you.
No,
Oh, that's way better.
But add
Thank you.
charisma. Add charisma to this. Is that right?
that's right.
So 7 in total for me. Crap.
Oh,
Ouch.
I actually
Okay.
did pretty okay. I got 16.
16 is good.
I rolled a 12.
22.
Gwen is okay.
Tombar?
Tombar?
Is it?
It's a it's a 3.
Oh, that is rough. Okay. So, what I'm gonna need. Here's what I'm gonna need. We'll do this one at a time. Ursan, can you roll a d4 for me, please?
Two.
Sorry, what was that? 2?
2.
2. All right. Not as bad as it could be. You take 3 points of psychic damage and
Fun.
are affected by the frightened condition.
That's not
Can I
good.
get a D4 roll from Isabyn?
Four.
4. Awesome stuff. You are just going to take 3 points of psychic damage.
Okay.
And then Tombar. Yeah, that's the way I'll rule that. Go ahead and roll me a d4.
A D4. Two.
All right. You will take 1 point of psychic damage and are also affected by the frightened condition.
That doesn't sound good.
No, it means you have disadvantage on ability checks and attack rolls. So basically, these ghosts are part of a larger sort of like spell that is being worked, and they are manifesting and stuff. And these ghosts start to hound you guys. They just start to manifest closer and like grasping and trying to move through you. And there is a sense of desire here. There's a sense of an attempt to claim back some life force. I'm going to make quick rolls for the guards. Oh. All right, let's do quick rolls for them. Guard number 2 just finished saying to Lydiana, hands you the crossbow, goes, "Oh, your friend, I think they really saved me." Ghost enters into them from behind, and they kind of straighten up. And you can see that this ghost has possessed them. The other two are going to take quite a hefty amount of damage, actually, as they try to fend off the effects from these ghosts. Sally is also stopped. Cool beans. That is that. Moving down. We've got these guys. How far away is it to the next? They could just make it. Bamf. With Cauldron. Bamfing away with the Blink Dogs.
Oh.
Fist 3 is going to stick with Hrathen. Why not? Make a long-ranged attack. Let's go quick roll. And guard number 1 gets an arrow in them and goes down from that guy. Sun Soul. Sun Soul's going to take a little roll as well, actually. He's fine. He passes. All right. He's going to do a little check. It's going to burn a key point. That's rough. Doesn't make it up the wall. Tries to do a flip and fails.
One feels very vindicated. Last session's attempts.
So for
Monk
everybody at
can't make it
home, Gwen tried to beat the DC to climb up onto that roof over there and failed, and now this guy has as well. Some tiles come away and his sanity slips back down and he goes, "Fuck! Ah!
Shoddy roof work.
Who designed this part of the city? Ah!" It's back where he is. Wasted turn. Yep. Ursan, that's you.
Cool beans. Do I remember the guys said to the Blink Dogs
Yes, you do.
to get it to poof away?
You said, they said, "My eyes are your eyes. My sight reaches far."
I broke up then. My eyes are your eyes.
My sight reaches far.
My sight reaches far. Cool. So, can I, firstly, I'm going to lean down and kind of hold Bodger. And this is me stabilizing him. And I'm going to whisper to him, sleep now. Soon you'll be safe, my friend. And then I'm hopefully, if I'm allowed, going to pop over to the dogs, to one of the blink dogs.
Yeah, can pop over to this free blink dog. This is a free little puppy.
Here. Yeah, I'm gonna blink dog. And then what race are the Sun Souls?
Humans.
Humans, so they're smaller than me because I'm quite large as a Goliath.
Yeah, they would be.
So if I fell on top of him, would it hurt him?
Yes, it would. It would hurt.
Okay. I'm gonna do the old. My eyes are your eyes. My sight reaches far, and I'm gonna try and blink above the Sun Soul.
How high above the Sun Soul do you want to be?
Then just drop down onto him.
Yeah, absolutely. How high above the Sun Soul do you want to be?
I
will make
10 feet.
Yeah, maximum would be 20 feet that you could be above him.
Yeah, 10 feet. So I'm going to fall quite a ways. That's like a basketball height, isn't it? on top of someone.
Absolutely. Go ahead and roll. Just roll a d6 for me, if you'd be so kind.
Who?
2. Cool beans. He takes a couple points of damage as you fall on him, and you take 1 point of damage from falling on him.
That's fine. Is he knocked down?
And then he's knocked prone as well.
Cool.
That's an action to do that.
So that's one action.
You stabilized Bodger as well.
Yes, I did stabilize Bodger. So that's
so Bodger
my turn.
is stabilized. Or I'll keep the red thing around him just so that we know he's down, but he's stable. That's good. Ursan's good. Tombar, that is you.
Yep. Sweet. So
you at the beginning of your turn, you're standing right near this open sort of like circular portal that like leads into darkness. Your voice in your head, I haven't done my pirate voice in so long. Right, I'm a pirate. Yo, Tombar. This is adventure. This is a yo. You know what's up. Now, I don't know if this is a good idea or not, but this portal right here is mighty inviting, and I haven't gone exploring in a very long time. And I'm just saying, if you wanted to go into the scary portal, I would have your full you would have my full support.
I'm going into the scary portal.
Woo!
Woohoo!
Yeah. You go into a scary portal. Tombar, if you look, I'm just moving your token just down into the inky blackness below the map. You show up in the inky blackness, just below where the map is. Appearing next to you, we got Short Sam.
Hey, how's it going?
Oh wow, I can like fully manifest out here. This is interesting. You see that you've got this like silvery thread leading back through the other side of the portal.
Nice.
Indeed. And there is one other sort of like silvery thread that kind of like comes through here and out again. Goes, what on earth is that? Do you think?
What was it?
There's just like a silvery thread coming from your stomach, going out there, and there's a second one sort of coming from the portal.
Interesting.
Yeah.
I guess that's my way back out of this portal for.
Sure.
So, wait. So there's a thread one thread is leading out of the portal.
Yeah, from you out of the portal, and one is coming from the portal and going out into the distance in the inky void.
Ooh, well, then I guess I got to follow the one that goes off into the inky void.
I like this adventurous spirit. This is a very important part of like searching for gold and other piratey sorts of things. You gotta be able to take risks. You gotta be able to go figure out what's what. So yeah, let's have a little look. You see that this thread and you know this space becomes more and more clear. It is again this sort of dark gray and black reflection of the real world that's just empty of all life, with these sort of like dust devils that swirl around. And you see that you leave
home after a night out.
Absolutely. And you leave sort of the building that you were in and see these streets. This thread sort of like winds its way through the city. And when you get a certain distance away from the portal, this place becomes more and more populated. You see that it's almost as though you're walking at the bottom of a deep, deep ocean, without any of the pressure or difficulty in breathing. Sort of like dark waving lines in place of like light, sort of echo down here, and shapes sort of move off in the distance where the light doesn't reach. It's not really clear what those shapes are. And then up above, you can start to see like that there are figures, there are ghosts and things that are flying far, far above you, hundreds of feet in the air. And you swear you see the undersides of like ships and things up in this space.
Nice.
Wow, this is a real something. This is really something. Cool.
This is pretty awesome, yeah.
Yeah.
So I'm above, I see ships and other ghosts and ghost ships and stuff.
Yeah.
Can I talk to one of the ghosts?
For sure. Yeah. Yeah, so... one of these ghosts, yeah, sort of comes down. Hey there. You see this like this human woman, sort of like wearing sort of a classic white shirt tucked in with a belt to pair of trousers, and she's got like earrings and things on. What's up?
Not much, just thought I'd pop down and say hi and see what was going on, really. Where am I?
You made it to the realm of nightmare just to see what was going on?
Yeah, pretty much.
Cool. I respect that.
So we're in the realm of nightmare.
Yeah. This is sort of like a sea of unconsciousness realm between the earth and the heavens kind of deal. Yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah.
As an aside, as Julien,
yeah,
wasn't Brendan Lugazi seen wandering off into the nightmare realm?
Yeah, Brendan Lugazi has a connection to this place and opened a portal to this place and summoned like fear beings and stuff. Yep.
Interesting. Am I in any danger of mentioning this chap's name? I was wondering actually if you could help me out with something. I was looking for an old friend actually. Someone very near and dear, who went missing, and I was wondering if you knew him at all. Are you familiar with a chap called Brendan Lugazi?
Your friend, Brendan Lugazi?
Yes. Although I must confess I haven't seen him in a very, very long time. We were childhood friends, so to speak.
Okay. looks over at Short Sam, and you, just like looks you up and down. Okay. Whatever you need, you let me know. All right. We've cleared the area, like you said. Like you said, there's pathways open. It's all good. Okay.
Which pathway is that?
Pathway through the city.
Very good. And you wouldn't happen to know where he is, would you?
What? Me? No, I'm not. Listen, I just like to hang out and do the fun ship battle thing in the Nightmare Realm. I don't really want to go to heaven or kind of stick on the ground. I'm not anyone. Okay, I don't need to know. I don't know anything about. No, I don't. I'm good. You don't need to mention to Brandon that we talked or. I'm gonna go.
You know him then?
Personally, no, I don't know him personally. People like you, his childhood friends, come through here. I'm lucky that I've never been around when he's been around.
Splendid. And are there any places in the city that you might recommend, or any taverns of any kind?
You want me to recommend mortal, human taverns, or places in night? Because places in Nightmare are nowhere's fun to be if you're on your own. You got to go with people and defend yourself against the fears and.
Oh, that's fine. I'm with Short Sam Gold here.
Yeah. Yeah. The Tyke's with me. I sort of look out for him. I kind of stick around on the other side, if you will. I was wondering if an old ship be seen here. He sort of lists off his old ship and his old crew members, and she kind of goes, "No, that's not how things work here. We don't have. Your ship won't have made it. Your crew sounds kind of familiar, though. Give me a second."
This makes me want to go look for the crew of the Dark Rainbow.
Indeed. Indeed.
What happens if I look up Dark Rainbow in Google Images?
One sec. Yeah. Your crew were on the it's a very powerful ship at the moment. These things sort of come and go. But your crew were on the SS Tomb Lid. The last time I heard of them, they're very popular out here. Short Sam goes, "That's very kind of you indeed, miss. That's very kind of you indeed." Well, all right. Interesting. So yeah, you're sort of out here. This woman sort of goes, is there anything else that you need from me? I never know how to address you people. Is there anything else you need, sir?
No, that's fine, thank you. We'll be on our way.
Shoots off into the distance. I don't know how long we should stay here. Seems like the path we're on is pretty safe as long as we follow this thread, but from what she was saying, sort of the nasties are elsewhere. So if we want to keep following this, that's cool. Or if we want to go back, that's also cool.
Oh, sorry.
No, that's it. That's all I had to say.
Let's keep following the silver thread.
Cool. Time is distorted in this area, but that is going to be your turn for sure. Going back, Lydiana, that's your turn.
Okay. So Lydiana's down here. Can you just remind me of the creature with Ursan over here on the steps, Sun Soul?
Yes.
Did you say they were kind of really low on health? I can't remember.
I didn't say that they were low on health. One of the guards got possessed that was low on health. The Sun Soul. Yeah, I mean the Sun Soul's still looking okay.
Yeah. Okay. Sorry, it might have been what I got confused with the guard. So Lydiana's still looking. Yeah, she's still got that spring in her step. She wants to. She's with this guard here that engaged with her, and has been possessed, and she's going to look a bit possessed herself. And if you'll let her, she's going to just kind of climb up this guard, using athletics, if you'll let her, and just kind of climb up onto the roof of this building, in this kind of really kind of creepy way.
This ghost possessed soldier bows to you and goes over to the wall and forms like a hold for your foot so you can get up. Go ahead and roll athletics with advantage.
Sorry, advantage. 24.
24. You get up onto that rooftop.
Okay, so she's gonna stand at the top again, cast false life on herself, by kind of pouring this kind of liquid that steams off her, on her body as it drips down, and she's just going to hold both hands up, one at fist 3,
Yep.
and the other one in the general direction of Sun Soul, and where Ursan is. And so she's going to cast one beam of Eldritch Blast with her right hand at fist 3.
Yeah.
And that is going to be a 13.
13 to hit?
Yeah.
13 is not going to hit fist 3.
And so she then, with her other hand, is just kind of waving it towards the Sun Soul, and is just kind of getting her hands, just kind of dragging herself towards Ursan, and she's kind of starting to mutter the spell for Eldritch Blast, and it's kind of pointing in Ursan's direction, and then she shoots to hit another Eldritch Blast, and that will be an 11 to hit.
11's not going to do it, I'm afraid.
Yeah, that's fine. And then she just kind of stumbles back, looks at her hands, and just kind of falls back onto the roof. As it's kind of slanted up, she's just in a kind of crouched state.
Gotcha. Very creepy, very nice. Sally is going to take her turn. She calls up to you. She said, "You're really getting the hang of this. You're mastering this so quickly." She sort of laughs, sees where your Eldritch Blasts are going, smiles. I think this is going to work out. This is going to be good. Got to... I'm going to leave the rest of the friendlies alone. These guys are more or less expendable, but those guys probably got to get out of here. What can I do just for fun? Just for fun while I'm here. She's gonna take she's gonna go over to guard number 4. She's gonna kick out the back of his knee, drag the helmet off of his face, and just like beckon one of the ghosts into his body. Ghost number 4 gets possessed. Ooh, fun. Next up is Gwen. Nope, I apologize. Is Isabyn.
G'day. So I'm kind of where I was before. I haven't moved.
You've just seen Tombar just jump into this portal.
And he hasn't come out, has he?
Nope.
Moderately concerning.
Disappeared.
I'm just trying to debate whether she'd go in after him or not. She's not as foolhardy as him. Got a bit more sense, but also she'd also not want him to be like lost in there. What else can I do?
In terms of combat, you mostly just have the Sun Soul, the Fist, and Harathan left.
Yeah. None of whom are very near me.
Could get out to the sun soul probably from where you are.
Can I go straight through a wall though?
You can go out through the front or the back doors, but not through a wall. No.
So can I do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6? Can I go to there?
1, 2, clip through 3, 4. Yeah, I'm gonna say like going diagonally and then clipping through and going the other way. Then yes, you can.
Okay. So how I'm up to 5, I believe.
I think you were up to 5 and then you went down 3.
Yeah, so I'm on 2, so I'm not particularly strong still.
You're a little beaten up, yeah.
Yeah. Can I do sneak attack on him?
Because Ursan is 5 foot within 5 feet, then absolutely you may do sneak attack.
And you have advantage because he's prone.
Because he's what?
He's lying down. He's prone.
I see.
Ursan just like I kind of imagine just drive piled in.
He was prone, not low on energy. Okay.
Oh, that's what it was.
Yeah, that makes sense. I knew there was something going on.
So to do that, do I do 3d6s? Is that correct?
First, you roll to see if you hit.
Oh yeah. So is that a d20?
Yes.
Yeah, baby, 19.
Ooh.
Roll again in case you crit.
8.
Okay, cool. Take the 19. That's 20 something.
Yeah.
You do hit, and then absolutely roll 3d6 and add your dexterity modifier to the result.
9.
Is that including adding your dexterity?
Yeah. I got a 1, a 3, and a 2.
Gotcha. Sun Soul's looking hurt, but is not yet down with this attack.
Okie dokie.
Yeah, as you slash across his body. We've got we've got Gwen next.
So Gwen is a bit torn. She's kind of looked around and seen that everyone's left except the badger. And one of the blink dogs is gone now. Lydiana's she, from her view, she's kind of been poking out the window. So she's seen some of this. She's looking back at the portal because she knows that Tombar's in there. But she's that portal has to close, and she remembers what Harathan said about Lydiana being the conduit. And she's gonna go, and she's just gonna look at Lydiana and say, "I'm so sorry." And she's gonna shoot to hit Lydiana.
Ooh.
It's non-lethal damage if I hit. That's gonna be 19 plus something. It's gonna hit, I'm assuming.
Yes.
Oh.
Ow.
So yeah, it's 19.
Do I get a
plus 9.
reaction? No.
Do you have a reaction?
I could cast shield.
You may cast shield. What's your armor class?
My armor class is 18.
Plus 5 is 23. What is a 19?
It's gonna be 28.
28. So Gwen's going to be able to hit you regardless.
Okay.
Nice try.
It's not much damage. That's gonna be 6 points of piercing damage.
How you doing there, Lydiana?
I'm doing good. She's kind of laughing.
Yeah.
And before I take my second attack, because spike growth was there, but it got forgotten about because the green circle's not there. So I'm going to cast.
I apologize. Let's put that back. It was like that ish.
Yeah.
It was like that ish.
After the first one hits and she sees it's not enough, she's gonna cast Hunter's Mark. So spike growth's dropping.
Okay.
She's gonna try and hit again.
Oops.
That's not gonna hit with your shield.
Okay.
And then I'm ducking back in, just getting cover inside the building.
Cool. Lydiana, you don't have line of sight on Gwen.
I see.
Because she's ducked behind the wall. Okay. That's Gwen's turn. Gnurgle.
I'm going to. Are these ghosts gonna have like? I don't reckon they're gonna attack. I'm gonna move up, so I've got the Sun Soul in line of sight. And I'm gonna spam out a. 17 hit?
17 does hit that Sun Soul, yeah.
It's 12 points of burning damage.
Oh, finish the Sun Soul!
You see Gnurgle just creeping around the corner, like giggling. And then he shoots off a firebolt towards the Sun Soul. And the sun's, it just streaks across, going past Isabyn. And Ursan, you feel, heat, and you smell barbecue as this Sun Soul is going crispy in front of you, like, ah! And then his body is just burning on the floor. And then you see Gnurgle just creep back around the corner. There you go.
We have some very creepy members of this party. Like
really
first class. I love it. Absolutely. Yeah, that Sun Soul was like this light of their key was being channeled through their body, and your fire hits them and burns in their flesh, and like almost like their key breaks out of their body and like enhances the fire. And just it just becomes like a roaring inferno, and then just drops and smolders and burns to a crisp on the ground. Just nasty. Okay. 1 sec. 7.5, 140 feet. 120 damage.
I'm still down in the black hole, aren't
You're in the black hole.
I? Hey.
That's your fault for going in there.
Oh, it's like I don't. It's there's no need for fault.
Lol.
It's not, you know. You know.
Harathan's going to just run a little bit along the rooftop here. He's going to spy Gnurgle, who's just killed another one of his people. And he radiates with a power that he has not had thus far, and is going to cast Guiding Bolt and try to hit Gnurgle.
I do have mage armor up.
You have mage armor up. That is a... what is your armor class?
So that would be... I think mage armor gives you +5 or something.
+3.
You've also got it as well, by the way, Joe, because you asked for it in the last episode.
I think mage armor sets your base up to a certain amount.
Yeah, I think.
And then add your dex.
Yeah, so 13 plus dex modifier. So mine is character sheet. 16.
16. That is rough because he rolled a nat 19. So even with the shield, he's going to hit. Guiding bolt flies towards you, this radiant light. That's going to be 13 points of radiant damage to Gnurgle.
Sore. Very sore. Very, very sore.
This fist runs after Harathan. Sir, we have to go. We have to go. We're not going to be able to finish it like this. It's like, just one. I'm just going to get one of them. He does not bamf out, even though he should do that. That is Harathan's turn. The ghosts are going to go. I'm going to need that charisma saving throw from everybody except for Lydiana and Tombar.
That's a 20, yeah.
That's a D20 plus your charisma.
What happens if I roll a 20?
Smashing that one.
If you roll a nat 20?
Yes, and then +5.
Oh, wow. Well, then you're fine. You're good.
Wait, did you roll a 20 as well?
Yeah.
2 nat 20s. Very nice.
Well, I rolled 2 7s, so that's 10 for me.
You go, girl.
Woohoo!
Woo!
I've got 11.
You got 11. Eep bajeep. How about you, Ursan?
I rolled a 20. Yeah.
Oh, yeah, you got a 20. Yes, you said. Very good. Gwen, can you roll a d4 for me, please?
I really don't want to be possessed. 2. What am I, frightened and taking damage?
Frightened and taking damage.
Beautiful. Thank you.
It's going to be 1 point of psychic damage.
Aw.
Gnurgle, could you roll a d4 for me, please?
No. No. Roll. 1.
Gnurgle, this ghost leaps into your body and takes control.
No.
Unlucky for the ghosts.
The ghost wriggles around, gets it, like fully like gets into your body and then goes, yeah.
Can I decide how it gets into my body?
Yeah, you can please go ahead.
Like, everybody's expecting me to say bumhole or something, aren't you?
No.
That's what I would have said.
Lols.
Oh, that's good.
Gwen can see it through the open door over there, and that's why she's frightened.
Yeah. Yes. So Gwen, you're frightened. These ghosts possess.
Do I have to roll a concentration check?
I mean, if you took damage, you do.
I
yes.
took 1 point of damage.
So it's DC 10.
Oh no. Oh no. It's a con save.
Yeah, it's a con save.
That's a 6.
You lose concentration on Hunter's Mark.
Oh, this is not her favorite day.
What a great way of putting that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. This is the possessed guard. We want it to be ordered like that though. It's gonna be moving that way. This one's gonna go 1, 2, 3, 4. Well, he can do it. 5. Is going to force Gwen to make that saving throw again. Charisma.
Let me just check something.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Okay, ability checks. Natural 20.
Natural 20 is good. You're still frightened, but that ghost does not do any additional stuff. The Gnurgle ghost. 1, 2, 3. Yeah. Isabyn, can you make that charisma saving throw again, if you'd be so kind?
16 in total.
16 is good. 16 passes. You see Gnurgle, possessed Gnurgle, the ghost sort of like swirling form around his own, comes up to you and like reaches out and tries to bring another ghost into your body. It fails to do so. Sally's just gonna no, Sally's not. It's not Sally's turn. It's just these ghosts who are doing their thing. This ghost is going to try to possess this fist dude. He's going to make a saving throw. Passes. How about Harathan? Harathan's going to just do a quick check. He's good. Cool beans. That is that. And then Ursan, that is your turn.
Awesome. I'm not also prone on kind of landed on top of the guy and now he's dead.
Yeah.
A pile of cinders, yes.
Indeed.
Cool.
Brutal.
I'm going to try and do a little athletics on these little barrels here to try and get up on the roof and go and punch Harathan in the face.
Brilliant. Give me athletics or acrobatics. DC 15, I believe it was.
So that's 21.
Absolutely. You are up.
Sweet. And then I'm going to kind of barrel towards Harathan. I've got both short swords out now.
You barrel towards him. The fist goes, oh no.
And
Harathan goes,
yes! He's kind of
ah!
concentrating on doing a spell. And I'm gonna just run at him and try and do a slishity slash with my sword.
Go for it.
Ugh. 14.
14's not going to do it on Harathan, I'm afraid.
Do I get extra attack? Yes. Or no, because I jumped up the wall.
Oh, you get extra attack for sure. Yeah.
Yeah?
Yep. Go ahead.
Ooh, it's a nat 20.
Oh. Okay, so max out your damage that you could do and then roll an extra damage. Your extra damage dice.
So that's 8. So that's 11. 11 damage.
11 damage is pretty good. He was restored completely by his god and his connection to his god. But yeah, you get in and slash, and he eats that. He's got his mask on. It's difficult to tell, but that doesn't look good for him.
Then I'm just there.
Nice. We cut back to Tombar.
Yay!
Woo!
Finally.
You have been walking the city streets. The silver thread continues onward. Up to you what to do.
So preferably I would like to keep going, since literally, because I just want to see how deep this rabbit hole goes.
Absolutely.
Yeah, I have a slight fear as a player of the game that you as a DM did not plan for me to go this far.
Interestingly enough, I have planned what this is. I didn't know if anyone was going to do it because it's scary, but I have planned this. I have planned this.
Checking this place out.
Absolutely. So you follow this thread, and space sort of like distends. You find that you have walked to the edge of the city. The gates sort of lie open and almost fallen off, unlike in the real world. The walls are sort of like crumbled and seem to be like slowly dissolving upward into nothingness. And you fully like continue out of the city, and you can see more and more clearly around you this space that has been excavated in the nightmare is like a tunnel of calm in a surging, ever-changing sea. You straight up, you see like the edges of various nightmares here. You see the hairy chichinous legs of spiders of absolutely enormous size. You see tentacles in the dark. You see faces and red eyes glowing in the night. Just this ever-changing, ever-shifting form of beings who would love nothing more than to enter this space and be in the same space with you. And something is holding them back.
Something's holding them back.
They do not seem to want to enter this immediate area around this silver thread.
Oh, and it's made from silver, is it?
It's made from silver. This thread seems to be.
And my sword is made from silver.
You draw your sword. Your sword looks more brilliant than ever in this space.
Interesting. So if I draw my sword now, and I point it at one of these nightmare tendril things, what happens?
There's just a little billowing out, but they don't retreat. They retreat like maybe 5 feet, but like don't retreat very far at all.
How far are these things from me?
About 20, 25 feet in every direction, above and around you.
So if I go up close to one of this area of nightmarish stuff.
Yeah.
One hand still holding the silver thread.
Your own or the other one?
Wait, so I got one hand on the thread and one hand with the sword.
Right. I assume you mean like the one that keeps going out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
One that keeps going out. And I approach this nightmarish material.
How close you getting?
2 feet.
You fully approach the edge here. This like thread moves with you. Yeah, like you pull it with you.
And I
You-
draw my sword out
and
in
you
front
draw
of
your
it.
sword out in front of you. Go ahead and make me a dexterity saving throw. So just roll and add +6 to what you get.
It's D20, right?
D20.
I got 15, so that's a 21.
Ooh, baby. So yeah, you reach forward. You get 2 feet away. You hold out this sword. Everything's very still and exactly as it was, and then very suddenly, skeletal arms reach out and try to grab you, and you manage to back away just in time before they like grab you and like pull you out into the nightmare realm. It doesn't look as though these things are afraid of your silver sword.
Interesting. But they're avoiding the thread.
There is a pathway around where the thread goes, but you know that pathway has not moved when you move the thread. So it's almost like there is a pathway that the thread also follows, where the nightmares are not going.
Sweet. Can I keep going down this thread?
Absolutely, you keep going down this thread, and you make it to You find yourself at an inn. You found yourself at a roadside inn, the same one where you spent the night on the road on the way to Menacille, and this thread goes up to one of the rooms.
Is it so? It's like the same one.
It's the same place.
Oh shit, that's weird. So I'm like in a parallel universe.
Yeah, a sort of like dark subconscious reflection of the real world.
Like a Lord of the Rings sitch when you put the ring on and it's like a yeah.
I mean, maybe aesthetically
It's
slightly
Lord of the
different
Rings
in practice.
But it's so,
The upside
you know
down.
what I mean, right? Okay, cool. So
Yeah.
when I follow the thread up to the
In-
room.
In that room, there is a sleeping young halfling woman. Young halfling girl, who's the same one who jumped out of the portal. Just sleeping.
Which one? Oh, what? Sally?
Yeah, Sally.
Sally's there. Wait, stop. What happens if I order a drink at this tavern?
There's nobody around. There are no drinks.
Oh.
There are no people.
Because I was wondering, what does a Nightmare Realm brew taste like?
You wonder what this Nightmare Realm brew tastes like. And you see that the shadows like coalesce in your hand like that. And in your hand appears like a spectral mug of dark liquid.
Drink it.
Do I feel like I have to choose between the mug of liquid or the halfling in the room?
No, it's just a thing that happened when you asked that question.
Okay, cool. I down it.
It's the worst substance you've ever tasted. It tastes like the mugshot. It tastes like the mugshot from the Mugshot Tavern back in Rithertell. You don't find yourself getting drunk, but it is nasty.
All right. I spit half of it out. The remainder, like, what's?
Did you just drink a brew made of your own nightmares?
Maybe. Is that not what all brews are?
Touche. I like you, Tombar. That's good. That's straight up good.
So I now go into the room and say, check out and they're like, hello.
No response.
And I approach the bed with the halfling girl there, and I'm like, hello.
No response.
She's just lying on the bed, like.
Yes, she's lying mummified, like in a mummy pose on the bed.
Okay. Can I, like, shake her?
Yeah.
So I shake her.
Does not seem to do anything. Stays unconscious.
Interesting. But Sally is currently chilling in the other realm, right?
Sally is is fighting in the waking world.
So it's almost like she's half in the waking world and half... There's some version of her in this world, and I get the feeling like this is normally the world where she chills. But she's gone up to the waking world. So this silver thread is the thread that she's followed to get to the waking world from here, this point.
I'm gonna say that you can pretty much deduce.
Sorry, I'm
No. What you seem to be looking
skip
at
the inside check.
Yeah, what you seem to be looking at is that exactly. This person can exist in the nightmare, right? Can exist here, and seems to have traversed through nightmare and entered through a portal back out into the waking world. But somewhere, nightmare, waking world, in this place, her sleeping body exists. This is real. This is here. So it is like her dreaming self has now become a physical thing elsewhere in the real world.
Matrix. Can I communicate? Wait. Oh. Can I communicate with Sally in the waking world from here?
You may absolutely try. Yeah.
Because I can do that mind thing where I send messages.
Interesting. Very cool. Yeah, if you want to send message to her body that you see here, you may absolutely do so.
Can I do that? Yeah.
What do you want to say?
Yo, what's up? Wait, can I only do one message at a time?
It's a pirate thing to say. Yo, what's up? We've all heard it.
But am I limited to what I can say or how many times I can say it? What's the deal here?
You just a short amount of speaking with message. I think you just send telepathic thoughts. You send words.
So I want to start talking to Sally, and I want to ask her about, like, what is this silver thread, and why was that nightmarish material floating around the silver thread back there, scared of the thread, but not of my silver sword when I approached it, and how have you managed to travel from here to the living world? Boom.
You get back, because message is a two-way street. You just get back. Wait, who the hell are you? Where are you? What the hell? And that's all that you get. That's the end of your turn.
Okay, yeah, sorry.
No. This is cool. This is interesting exposition for this story. That's Tombar's turn. Lydiana.
Okay, so she's a bit ruffled due to being attacked last round. So she's going to edge her way along the edge here, and she's just so confident. She's just kind of she's not even balancing. She's just kind of walking on the very edge, and she's just kind of taking a back step confidently until she can see Gwen through this window. Can she see Gwen from there, do you think?
I reckon you push that angle to its limit. You absolutely can see Gwen.
or at least just the 5 foot kind of area she's in, rather than just her. I can reach that, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, you can.
So she steps back there, and just like she's been doing, she just kind of pours this hot liquid on herself, casts False Life again, giving her 8 hit points back. And then she just kind of pushes her hands out in front of her and casts this cloud through the window, and it just kind of surrounds Gwen.
Just for the sake of posterity, False Life gives you temporary hit points, and so it doesn't actually give you hit points back. Does that make sense?
Yeah. How long do they last for then?
A 1 round, I believe.
Ah, okay. Sorry.
Is it
We'll
one
leave-
round or is it for?
Because I've got a feat, which means that I can cast it at will. I'm not sure if it.
Yes. False life.
It's for the duration.
It's for forgive me. That's duration is 1 hour.
Yeah, I thought it was. So I could do that every go if I've got it. I've got fiendish vigor, and it lasts for an hour. Does it?
It lasts for an hour, and so basically, those are hit points which are depleted before your hit points are, and you can like top it up again whenever you like on your turn.
Okay.
Um,
So like after this, I will just be drained of energy because they'll evaporate altogether after an hour, right?
It's false life is a blah blah blah. You'll be drained. Sorry.
As in, because I'm topping myself up each round with these kind of temporary hit points. After an hour, they'll all kind of disappear, so I wouldn't have much left, right?
The way the temporary hit points work is that they don't stack, so you can only ever have one instance of temporary hit points on you, if that makes sense. So if you put 8 on yourself and then cast it again and get a different number, that's the new number of temporary hit points you have.
Fine. Okay. So I got 7 last time, so I'd just go up 1.
That's right. Yeah.
Okay. Fine. Thank you. Sorry about that.
No worries. No. It's a mechanic that's worth explaining. It's an interesting.
I know
bit
it's
of the game.
at will, but is it still one action though? Because at will just means like it doesn't take up a spell slot.
That's what that means. Okay, so yes, so casting false life does still cost 1 action.
Right. Okay.
To do. So we'll say that your previous false life is up.
Yeah, but this one isn't.
But for this turn, if you're casting that cloud, then you won't be able to cast it this turn.
Perfect. Thanks for explaining that. Yeah, that's fine. So she just kind of, she's teetering on the edge of this, on the edge there, and she just casts this cloud around Gwen.
Wunderbar. Sally's going to take her turn. She's going to call to Lydiana. She's just laughing. And then her face goes like really serious. Lydiana, this is wonderful. We'll have to do this again. Go to sleep somewhere where you haven't been sleeping for the last week, and we can talk about this more. I have to go right now, though. This is like, I'm so sorry. I have to leave. It's not because we're not having fun. You're doing great. We're going to do this again. She runs 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and makes it to the portal and jumps in.
Does she go through my
Threatened area? She absolutely does.
Okay. I guess, I mean, I've had my bow and arrow out. I don't know. I mean, I would have a hand free from my arrow since the last time. Could I grab one of my daggers and go across?
Sure.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm all good with that.
It's good. I'm assuming it's gonna hit. I rolled a natural 17.
I mean, yeah.
Yeah, so it's good. Plus 7. So D4 plus 4. It's 5 piercing damage.
Yeah, looks like it does that damage. You cut her across the arm. She winces, but doesn't even look at you, just races toward that portal. And then is gone.
Do I know what happened with that cloud yet, or will I find out on my turn?
You don't know what happened with that cloud.
I don't.
Isabyn, that is your turn. You've got a guard on one side and Gnurgle on the other, both possessed by these ghosts.
Yeah.
You're in a guard Gnurgle sandwich right now.
I am. What a lovely place to be.
God, Gnurgle.
Everyone's
Can I move towards Harathan to try and sort of help out over there?
You absolutely can. These guys, unless you take a disengage, will get attacks on you.
How? So what do I do to do a disengage?
You would cost your bonus action to do that.
So I can still move, but I can't do a bonus action.
Yes.
Okay. Can I do that then, please?
Yes, indeed. Give me a DC 15 acrobatics or athletics check, whichever you prefer.
What did you say? A DC 15?
That means the difficulty of the roll. So what you want to beat is a 15.
Okay, I roll a 20. I roll a D20.
Yeah, you roll a D20. Add your acrobatics or athletics.
3.
These roofs are really hard to get up on. Like, Lydiana's the only one who's been able to do it at this point.
So, sorry, and what do I add anything to that?
Yes, you add your acrobatics or athletics.
I don't think either of these things are going to help. Oh, acrobatics will. So 6. Believe me, that was better. I had -3 on the other one, so it would have been 0.
Gee whiz. Yeah, I don't know what to tell you guys. This roof is the worst. Yeah, so you haven't actually left their their area, so you can use your bonus action if you would like to, and your action.
Okay.
Josh, you sure that sorry, I don't want to be like the fucking
No.
Isn't disengage uses your action?
It's a rogue.
Oh,
Cunning action.
I'll shut up.
No, it's all good.
Oh, I didn't know that. So, thanks for help. I appreciate
Got
it.
to use a rogue. Of course you are.
Yeah, man.
Rogue away.
Thanks. Can I do something to help Gnurgle? Because he's like right next to me. Is there anything that I can do to help? Unpossess him?
Yes, you Isabyn would know.
Isabyn would know. Miranda not.
Isabyn would know that that with effects like this, frightened, charmed, or possessed, when the person takes damage, they have a chance to break out.
Oh, okay, so I can attack him.
Yeah.
Okay, sorry, Gnurgle.
Be kind, Isabyn. Be very kind.
I'm coming at you with my sword and my dagger.
Perhaps maybe an unarmed strike might be better.
She's got a -3 strength mod. It will do no damage.
Hang on. Strength? Yes, I am -3 strength. Yes, it's true. So, what do I throw? 20?
Yeah, D20. If you're using your sword, you'll do a little bit more damage than if you use your dagger.
Okay, I'll use my dagger because I've got a 15. So that's
Cool.
a 12 then. Is that right?
You rolled a 15?
I rolled a 15.
And then you're going to add something like +6. So it's a 21, which...
Why am I adding +6?
Because that's what you add to attacks with your weapons.
Okay.
I believe. What's your dexterity modifier?
+3.
Yeah, so you add... It's your dex and your proficiency that you add to your attack rolls with your weapons. So...
Okie dokie. Sorry, Gnurgle.
No, that's fine. Just be easy with the damage.
Could I get Ito to do it instead?
We'll say that Ito can do damage. Go ahead and roll a d4, and we will subtract 1 from the damage unless it's a 1.
It's a 4.
So Gnurgle takes 3 points of damage. Can you make a charisma saving throw there, Gnurgle?
Which saving throw, sorry?
Charisma.
Oh, okay. All right. Of course we are. Now I've got to see if I get out of this. Amazing. 15. 15.
You are freed from your possession.
Yay!
I've got 2 hit points.
Oh, brutal. Yeah, Ito lands on Gnurgle's I don't know, shoulder, bites his shoulder, immediately spits a few times, and jumps back over to Isabyn.
Yay!
Oh, well done.
Yay!
Hooray for Ito.
Okay, that is your turn. Next up, Give me one sec.
I think,
It's you, Gwen.
and whatever the cloud does.
Okay. Lydiana, do you want to roll this or shall I?
You go ahead. It's 4d4.
Yeah.
Do I get to make a save?
No. You don't, I'm afraid. That's going to be 9 points of slashing damage.
Your cloud fills with daggers spinning around you.
Gotcha.
And they just start swirling around you and slashing at you.
That's cool.
She's just laughing from the rooftops right now. Over here.
2 questions. 1, what is the distance the blink dogs can teleport? And 2, does it take an action to speak the words and get them to teleport?
40 feet and yes, an action.
Then what I'm going to do is I haven't seen these guys, the spirits, take... Well, actually, if Lydiana could hit me from there, I could theoretically hit her from there, right?
There you go.
Okay. How many spells do I have left?
Good job you're not a warlock, because you would definitely have none.
I am going to as a bonus action cast Hunter's Mark. And then I'm going to try and hit Lydiana.
You have disadvantage because you are frightened.
Even though I rolled... Yes, I am frightened.
Frightened of me.
Yeah, so that's... First one's not going to hit.
First one's not going to hit. Okay.
Second one, come on, please. Here, I'll do my Green Ranger die and my black. Alright. Math. 23.
Oh.
Yep, that'll do it.
Okay. So it's going to be a D8, a D6, plus 4, I think.
Ooh.
Let's do you guys. $13 points of damage.
How is Lydiana looking?
He's okay.
Oh, she's beefy.
Yeah, Lydiana's taking the hits. Cool beans. Anything else from Gwen?
These guys don't seem to be getting attacks of opportunity unless they're possessing someone, right?
That seems to be the way that it's working.
Okay. 2, 3, 4. I'm going to move myself 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 here, so that I'm gonna be like there's.
It's gonna be one attack of opportunity on you.
Is one of them possessed?
Guy right in front of you.
Okay. Then he's gonna try and attack me anyway. It's fine.
Okay. That's a 2. That's gonna miss.
No, I'm not gonna hit.
Okay. Is that all?
It's all I can do. I got my hunter's mark up.
Got your hunter's mark.
Again.
Gnurgle.
For the 3rd time since we first rolled initiative.
I want to cast Shatter up here. Just making sure, yeah, plenty of space. So I'm going to cast it so it just hits Harathan and Fist 3.
Got it.
Ursan.
Oh, baby. Okay. What saving throws I gotta make?
Excuse me, my save DC is 16. I think it's Constitution. Let me just double check. I'm the worst D&D player for not being like, oh yeah. Constitution throws, please. 16 need to beat. How did you get on?
So sorry, what?
Constitution saving throws.
Constitution saving throw. Fist 3 looks like very handily passes. Harathan, I am not kidding, rolled 2 nat 1s. He had advantage. Holy moly.
Take all of this. So guard takes half of this.
Yeah, but he's not got that many hit points left, so we're gonna see.
That is 15 points of thunder damage.
15, you say?
15.
And that's halved for Fist 3.
Yeah.
Okay, he survives, and then, Harathan's not looking. He's still looking okay. He looks like he got a little bit beefier, with this sort of like upgrade, but he's taking quite a bit of damage now. His eyes blaze with fury. I'm going to tell you something. I'm just going to tell you something right now. He was going to be convinced to leave if you had not hurt him. He's going to stay. He's going to stay. He's too angry.
Let's kill him. Let's kill him.
Absolutely.
And then I'm going to run away into the building because I have 2 hit points left.
Oh,
I'm going to run right next to Gwen because I know she's Healy. Heal me!
Healy.
heal me.
Spell slot left.
Oh.
Okay. The end of
Do it, but I have 1 left.
No, it's okay.
No. I'm happy to do it. But I'm just like, I feel like I don't get that many as a ranger, and I've cast Hunter's Mark a few times, and I don't get cantrip. That was not at you. That was at the Owlbear map, because I just saw what Josh is doing.
Well, it's the ghosts now. The ghosts get to do their thing.
Ooh, it's the ghosts who did it.
It was the ghost. It's not Josh.
Ghost.
It's not the DM. That's so funny. Gonna need one more charisma saving throw. Tombar, you are excluded. And Lydiana, you are excluded as well. Isabyn, can you make yours with a disadvantage? So roll 2 and take the lowest one you get.
Yep.
Why is it with disadvantage?
Actually,
12
Gwen, can you
twice.
12 twice? Gwen, you can also do this with disadvantage.
No, because Frightened doesn't impose disadvantage on saving throws, just on because I checked.
This is the guards helping out their buddies trying to possess people.
Okay, well, I rolled with advantage because I have advantage.
Cool.
So just take. Do you want me to roll again?
Yeah, just roll a straight roll.
Okay.
12 twice, huh?
Natural 1.
Okay. We're gonna do this because this is the way it's been going so far. Isabyn, go ahead and roll a d4. Three. So it's just going to be a little damage. It's going to be 2 points of psychic damage to Isabyn. I thought
think
that you took
had
3
5,
damage.
and then you took 3 damage, so you were at 2, and then you took 2 again, so you might be down.
Oh, I see. Yeah, I think you're right. I think I'm at 0 now then.
Okay, Isabyn. The way this is going to work is you are up with 1 hit point, and the ghost possesses you.
Okay.
Gwen, go ahead and roll me that. Roll me that d4 with roll 2 if you'd be so kind. Tell me to get on each one.
2 and 4.
Cool. You are still frightened, and you're going to take some damage. You're going to take 6 points of psychic damage. Rough. What did Ursan get?
I haven't rolled yet. I've been waiting.
Got it.
He has rolled an 11.
11. Can you roll a d4 for me, please?
2.
2. You are frightened, and you take 2 points of psychic damage.
That's fine by me, as long as I'm not possessed.
And Gnurgle.
Yeah, I rolled a 9.
Gonna need that d4, please.
Oh no.
Four.
4 is actually all right. You take 1 point of psychic damage.
Shut up.
You take 1 point of psychic damage.
I'm kidding.
No, I rolled a 1 on a d6.
Oh, and you're on 1 now.
Good lord.
Oh.
Ropey as anything.
That is funky. That is funky stuff. We're going through. Fist 3 got possessed. In that. So Fist 3. Yeah, Harathan is just overcome with rage. Dear Lord, what's he gonna do?
Oh, Ghostbusters. That came from.
What's he gonna do? I think. I think Holy Power sort of like fills this mace that he has. He's going to go ahead and make 2 mace attacks on Ursan.
Ooh.
Don't forget you got mage armor, Ursan.
You got mage armor. One of these is just not going to hit. The other one is going to hit. It's a 26.
Christ.
So that's going to be one of these plus. Oh. That's going to be 14 points of damage.
And Ursan flops onto his back.
Ursan flops. Boom.
Death drop.
And
Rathan
stumbles and falls off of the roof.
You are currently prone on the roof. I'll say that you don't fall necessarily off the roof just yet.
Gosh, I rolled my concentration check.
What was that? What did you get there?
It was poor. It was
poor?
yeah.
poor. Oh, I see.
So that hunter's mark is gone.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Cool. I see.
Literally
TPK.
just have to beat a 10. Like, I'm taking small amounts of damage. I just have to beat a 10.
That was Harathan. These fists over there have just seen one of their buddies get possessed. They've seen Harathan filled with holy light, but also he's not leaving. And all around them, ghosts start to manifest. I'm going to do a little check for these guys because they're not into this. All this stuff. This is very... Ooh. One of them holds their nerve. The other one just goes like, this... Like, we weren't supposed... Like, this is not like, we've done the test. This needs to stop now. Like, we're starting to be in danger here. Like, we have to stay for the Lord. It's like, Rhaegar needs this. We need, like, Harathon is compromising the mission here. We have to get out. Fist 1 and Fist 4 are gonna bamf. They and their blink dogs book it out of here, and when they get beyond a certain distance from the portal and from Lydiana, this effect starts to lessen. These ghosts start to go back towards this portal. It's slow. There's going to be one more round where all of this stuff is active. But those who are possessed are no longer possessed. The guards are released. Isabyn is released as these ghosts begin to vanish into this portal again. They've bugged out. Harathon calls out, calling them cowards. Just so angry. Lydiana, you sense that this is going to end soon. This is gonna end soon. That fist does not get a turn. Ursan, I'm gonna need a death saving throw from you, if that's all right.
I'm muted, sorry. I rolled a 14.
Great, first success.
First success.
Brilliant. Tombar. We skip back to Tombar.
Yeah, I've been ignored. I've been forgotten.
We make it back over to Tombar. You messaged Sally and got that message back. Hey, who are you? Then there's like a moment of silence, and racing along this silver thread, appearing in the room just behind you is Sally. So you see there's a sleeping version of her in the bed, and then there is this much more corporeal form. There's a silver thread from her stomach to the stomach of her sleeping form. And she looks at you. There's a mixture of all kinds of emotions on her face. If you'd like to roll an insight, you're more than welcome to do that.
Literally just done a Sally on Sally, and she's totally freaked out.
She's freaking out. She's freaking out.
Yeah, how do you like it, huh?
What? Huh? Like what? What?
So roll a D20.
Yeah, and add, I think it's, I don't know if your wisdom's that high. I think it's like a -1 to insight.
Yeah, it probably wouldn't be up. Ooh, wisdom 18.
Ooh, baby. You see, there is fury in her voice, but you see the overriding emotion here is fear.
Oh.
There is a fear of you in her.
There's a fear of me.
Yeah, she seems afraid of you.
Is it because of me or because of the circumstances in which she's encountered me?
She didn't seem afraid of you when she popped out of that portal and you were both in the waking world. She seems very afraid of you from these circumstances, where you are, that you messaged her sleeping form, that you're in this room.
And Sally seems to be pretty chill. She's playful and weird, but chill.
That seems to be playful, weird, maybe a little bit creepy, but usually has her shit together.
Yeah, and isn't malevolent.
She looks malevolently at you. She looks like she's got murder in her eyes.
Okay, cool. So I'm gonna insight to make sure I'm not in danger here.
Oh, just with your insight that you got earlier, I will just tell you, you look like she looks like she wants to kill you. Like she looks very afraid of you, but like cornered animal, like she's going to attack you.
Okay, so I'm like, it's okay, Sally. Chill. It's me, Tombar. You saw me, like you saw me up in the living realm. It's okay. I've come here to do you no harm. I am just curious as to what is going on and what exactly it is that you are doing and who you are. That's all I want to know.
Again, I'm just going to go off of that 18 that you got. The situation for her is very dire. She does not look like she's listening to words. It looks like you've got like a couple of moments to do something, but she's going to attack you. Like if you words are not going to get through to her at this point.
Okay, so I need to draw my sword. I'm going to draw my sword, but I'm not going to, because I don't want to threaten her. But
drawing your sword is the wrong move if you don't want to threaten her.
Okay. Okay.
It's a good move if you want to defend yourself, but
sorry? Yeah. Okay, so I'm not going to draw my sword. I'm going to she's in the doorway, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Is she going to want to attack me if I am right next to her sleeping body form?
I don't think you know that. I think it's a matter of like, what do you want to do in this situation? She looks like she's very hostile. She's very afraid. She's very angry. But again, there's a fear of you, and words on their own are not going to be enough. So it's like you have a moment to do something here.
I am going to. This may be crazy. I'm going to back up and sit on the side of the bed right next to her sleeping form with my shield spell.
So you've got your shield ready to go in case she attacks you, and you're just sitting next to her body?
Yeah. See what happens. I don't know why.
And your sword is not drawn?
My sword is not drawn. So either she's scared. I wonder if she's scared because she knows that someone will be angry with her because of what's happening here.
You don't have a way to know that.
I don't have a way to know it, but never mind. That's my move.
Okay. You sit on the bed. You prepare a shield spell. She looks confused for a second at you, then looks at her body, makes a choice, dashes to her body, sort of leaps, and her form becomes transparent and the two bodies become one. You see her eyes open, and then that body on the bed is gone. And she is gone.
With the silver thread?
Silver thread and all. Everything's gone.
Fuck. So I'm in the nightmare realm, no silver thread.
You have your own silver thread leading back to the portal.
Okay, I've got my own silver thread. Right. Because I feel like the silver thread thing here is what you need to go into the nightmare realm. No silver thread and you're slightly fucked. Okay, cool. So
also portal's closing, isn't it?
Oh yeah, okay, so I should probably go back up to the living world.
Yeah, I'm all right going back up to the living world for a bit. Shall we?
Yeah. Presumably this is normally the kind of realm where Short Sam Gold would be
Oh, if I wasn't in a book, I would probably be here or I would be in hell. Yeah.
Nice. So this is purgatory.
This is sort of this is where souls, to the best of my understanding, get scooped into the heavens and the hells, basically.
Right. Okay, cool. It's my time to surface.
You come out of the portal, and that's just.
Hey, fellas. What's up?
You emerge from the portal.
Like I've just returned from Burning Man. I'm like a
Gwen has
serious
like
come down.
streaks of tears going down her face.
And I'm like, what the? I feel like I definitely get some altitude sickness, whatever the underworld equivalent of altitude. Some kind of nausea is like, fuck, whoa, I've been with the dead way too long.
Yeah, and you are back, and your body feels physical and
risen
real.
from a K-hole.
Yeah. Lydiana, that is your turn.
Okay, so Lydiana can feel this coming to an end, like you say. She jumps off here, jumps down, runs through here, jumps through, casts darkness in the room, and no one can see anything else.
Very cool. Yep. Darkness in there. It doesn't extend outside beyond these walls, I don't think. But I could be wrong about that. Darkness is cast. That's Lydiana's turn. Isabyn. That's you.
So, can I try and get up on the roof again?
Yeah. Acrobatics or athletics check, whichever you prefer.
Remember which one's my higher one?
I think it's
Acrobatics.
acrobatics.
Yeah. Yeah. It's because they both begin with A. This is the problem.
It's
So,
true.
20.
20 gets you up there. No sweat. You see
That's
Ursan
a
has
17 and a
fallen.
3. I got them.
Nice.
Cool. And so can I? Is that my whole turn, or can I also try and do some damage to?
No, you can run up and try to do some damage. Absolutely.
Okie dokie. So, can I go and try and? I'd like to attack Harathan. Please.
Yes. You do not get sneak attack on this, but yes,
That's
you may
fine.
attack.
I've come up raging and screaming.
Nice.
He knows I'm coming. So is this a 20 as well? I'm really sorry to keep asking this question.
That's all right. Yes, this is a 20. It's
And
a
what
20
do I
for
add?
almost anything except for damage. You add +6.
That is 14.
14 is not going to do it.
Okay.
You can make an offhand if you would like with your dagger. So that's like a second attack, basically.
Okay, so another D20. That's worse.
Got
13.
Yeah. Harathan sees you coming and can block your attacks.
Okay.
Gwen, then Gnurgle, then Harathan, and then we're out.
Oh boy. I am going to kind of stumble my way outside.
Out of the darkness.
No, you know what I'm good. I know Isabyn's out there and Ursan is out there, but I don't know how they're doing. I am going to. Sorry.
It's all good.
Boom, boom. Go outside and try and shoot Harathan.
Do it.
Am I still frightened?
You are still frightened.
So disadvantage. 24?
24 will hit.
Okay. Five points of damage, and then I'll try and hit him again.
Okay.
24 again.
Nice.
Yeah.
11 points of damage.
Ooh, wee. He's still up. He's still
And
up.
oh, this is a gamble. I'm gonna scream at him. Tell 14 to screw his deal.
Okay. Okay. Yeah.
And then I'm gonna go back inside, but I'm gonna go where the darkness doesn't get me.
Gnurgle, take it away. Last turn of this combat.
I'm going to step outside to have line of sight,
Yep.
and I'm going to spam a fire at him. Harass
Do
him.
it. Do it.
Oh, rolled a 19, so that's 27 to hit.
Yeah, that hits.
Oh, I thought I was going to be in 20 then. Piss flaps. That is 10 points of damage.
Oh! Ruffin goes down again!
Okay.
Ruffin goes down. Gee whiz. Was this with the intent? I mean, it's Gnurgle, but I'm just asking. This is fatal or not?
What? Yeah, of course it is.
Fatal. Boom. Harathan is blasted with fire. Isabyn, you see him do like 2 flips in the air as he's blasted and falls like down this starts to fall down this roof. Is like dead on impact. Yeah, brutal.
Like dead?
Like looks dead.
Okay.
Crispy.
Gwen's wasn't gonna be lethal damage.
Does
But
Gnurgle want to
she
say
didn't see this
anything
happen.
as he casts
Oh,
this
no.
as he casts this fatal firebolt?
I can't think of anything off the top of my head, mate. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So, yeah, just like die. Yeah.
Gets the message
I can
across.
never be bothered with non-lethal damage. I'm just like, yeah, just kill them.
No,
Get rid of it, 'cause I'm sure they're going to be back.
No,
some
it
way
totally
somehow.
makes sense. It's Gwen is
Yeah.
making a specific choice not to do it. It totally
Yeah.
makes sense if you're literally anyone else but Gwen.
So Gwen yells, "Tell 14 to screw his deal." Shoots him a couple times, ducks away, and then Gnurgle just comes out and goes, "Die!" And he complies
He's
with
like-
that second good request.
And I'm like down to 1 hit point as well. Like, fuck.
That's when it's the coolest kills.
Oh, brutal. The coolest kills. You guys see that these ghosts are, as Harathan and his magic die, the divine light sort of ceases to shine from him. The cauldron is gone. Those people are gone. These ghosts are all sucked back up into this portal that was opened, and the fog that was over the battlefield disappears. Lydiana, you feel like you've come down from a high. This detachment leaves you, and some of that fear that you constantly experience returns. Isabyn, you see this. You see Harathan go and fall and die. Magic leave him. This last dude, this fist with a blink dog puppy thing, slides down after Harathan, gets his body, what he's been doing this whole time. And as they reach the edge, they blink away, and you don't see where they go.
Mm-hmm.
And that is the end of combat, and it's where we're going to end tonight's session.
That was a good sesh.
Thank you guys so much. Thank you guys so much for watching. Tune in next time to find out more of what happens to the reserve list. Goodbye.